Your laptop has a firewall, antivirus, full disk encryption, and a corporate MDM policy watching every process. Your phone has an app you downloaded in 2021 that hasn't been updated since. Android devices are the most data-rich, most consistently underprotected targets in any engagement. 10 tools. This is how ethical hackers actually test them. Disclaimer. Everything in this video is for authorized mobile penetration testing and Android security research. Your own devices, devices you own for lab testing, or targets within a defined and written engagement scope. Mobile pen testing without authorization is illegal. That line is non-negotiable. Tool number 1, ADB, Android Debug Bridge. Before any other tool, before any framework, before anything else on this list, ADB. Android Debug Bridge is Google's official command line tool for communicating with Android devices. It ships with the Android SDK platform tools, and it's the foundational layer that most Android pen testing sits on top of. When USB debugging is enabled on a device, which it often is on developer devices, test devices, and devices that were set up carelessly, ADB gives you a shell, file system access, app installation and removal, screen capture, screen recording, logcat output, and the ability to run any command the device user could run. In authorized engagements where you have physical access to the device or network access to a device with ADB exposed over TCP/IP on port 5555, ADB is your entry point into everything else. Package enumeration, data extraction, activity launching, service interaction, all of it starts here. The exposure of ADB over TCP is more common than it should be. Misconfigured development builds, factory reset devices, and enterprise deployment errors regularly leave port 5555 accessible on the network. Tool number 2, PhoneSploit Pro, ADB plus Metasploit combined. ADB gives you the connection. PhoneSploit Pro gives you the full workflow without having to string the commands together manually. It's a Python-based, all-in-one Android exploitation framework that combines ADB operations with Metasploit framework integration. The menu system covers connecting to devices over Wi-Fi or USB, accessing the device shell, file transfer in both directions, screenshot and screen recording capture, app installation and removal, and, the Metasploit side, automatic payload creation, installation, and execution to get a meterpreter session on the authorized target device. The practical value for authorized testing is the speed it brings to what would otherwise be a multi-step manual process. Creating an Android payload in MSF Venom, signing it, pushing it via ADB, installing it, starting a listener, executing, PhoneSploit Pro compresses all of that into a guided menu workflow. Important note on scope. This tool works when ADB is accessible. The security finding you're demonstrating in an authorized engagement is the combination of enabled ADB over network and the ability to establish persistent access without the device owner noticing. Tool number 3, MSF Venom, Android Payload Generation. Every authorized mobile pen test that involves testing detection capabilities includes payload generation. MSF Venom is Metasploit's standalone payload tool, and for Android testing, it's the standard. You generate an APK file containing a reverse shell payload, sign it, and install it on the authorized target device. When the APK runs, it calls back to your listener and establishes a meterpreter session, giving you the same level of access a malicious app would have on that device. Camera access if permitted, microphone, contacts, SMS, location, file system. The point of this in an authorized engagement is testing what the device's security controls actually catch. Does the MDM solution flag the unauthorized app installation? Does the antivirus on the device detect the payload? Does the network monitoring solution catch the C2 callback? These are questions that need to be answered with a real payload, not theoretical discussion. Tool number 4, Bettercap, Network Layer Android Attacks. Android devices connect to Wi-Fi constantly, and on a network you control during an authorized assessment, Bettercap gives you full visibility and interaction capability at the network layer. Bettercap is a modern network attack framework that handles ARP spoofing, DNS spoofing, HTTPS downgrade attacks, Wi-Fi network deauthentication, and traffic sniffing all through a unified interface with a built-in web UI and REST API. Point it at an Android device on an authorized network, and you can observe all unencrypted traffic, attempt SSL stripping on connections that allow it, and intercept credentials from apps that don't implement certificate pinning properly. The web UI is one of Bettercap's distinguishing features. Instead of managing multiple terminal windows and complex command sequences, you have a dashboard showing live network traffic, active modules, and captured data in real time. Tool number 5. Burp Suite Mobile. Traffic interception with pinning bypass. You know Burp Suite for web testing. The mobile setup is what most tutorials skip, and getting it right is what separates surface-level mobile testing from actual assessment depth. The full mobile Burp Suite setup, proxy configuration on the Android device, Burp CA certificate installed as a system certificate, certificate pinning bypass via Magisk's Magisk Trust User Certs module or Frida scripts gives you full visibility into every HTTP and HTTPS request an app makes, including apps that implement certificate pinning. Certificate pinning is a defense that prevents traffic interception by requiring apps to validate the server certificate against a hard-coded value rather than the system trust store. On an authorized rooted test device, this can be bypassed. When it is, every API call, authentication token, session cookie, and data transmission becomes visible and modifiable in Burp. The findings this surfaces are consistently high impact. Hard-coded API keys in traffic. Authentication tokens transmitted insecurely. Sensitive user data sent to third-party analytics endpoints the developer didn't document. Business logic vulnerabilities accessible only by observing and modifying the actual app traffic. Burp Suite Community Edition is free. The professional features require a license. Tool number 6. Kark. Quick Android Review Kit. Static analysis manually is time-consuming. Kark automates the most common Android vulnerability checks and runs them against an APK without requiring you to decompile and review code manually. Originally developed by LinkedIn's security team and now community-maintained, Kark takes an APK or Android Studio project as input and scans for common security misconfigurations. Exported components that any app can access. Content providers with missing read/write permissions. Activities accessible without authentication. Improper storage of sensitive data. API keys, passwords, tokens in ShareSync-side, SQLite databases, or external storage. Weak cryptography implementations. Insecure random number generators. Exported broadcast receivers that accept arbitrary intents. The output is a structured report with findings categorized by severity. For authorized app security assessments, Kark is the automated first pass that surfaces obvious issues before you go deeper with manual review. Tool number 7. Androguard. Deep Static Analysis. Kark finds common patterns. Androguard goes deeper. Androguard is a Python library and toolset for reverse engineering and analysis of Android applications. It can decompile APKs into Dalvik bytecode, reconstruct the control flow graph of any method, extract all strings and constants from an app, identify API calls and permissions, and perform cross-reference analysis to trace how data flows through the application. What makes it particularly powerful is the programmatic interface. Instead of a fixed set of checks, you write Python scripts that query the analysis results. Want to find every location in the code where a specific API keystring appears and trace how it's used? Androguard does that. Want to identify every method that writes to external storage and examine whether that write is protected? Androguard handles it. Malware analysts use it extensively for automated analysis of suspicious apps. Penetration testers use it when Kark flags something that needs deeper investigation, and a manual code review would be impractical. Tool number 8. RMS. Runtime Mobile Security. Static analysis tells you what an app contains. RMS tells you what it actually does when it runs. RMS, Runtime Mobile Security, is a dynamic analysis framework built on top of Frida. It provides a web-based dashboard that lets you interact with a running Android application in real time without writing Frida scripts manually. You hook into running methods, monitor function calls as they happen, intercept and modify return values, bypass SSL pinning, monitor file system and network activity, and access the in-memory state of the application. The interface is what makes RMS accessible to practitioners who know how to use Frida conceptually, but don't want to write custom scripts for every analysis task. The dashboard shows real-time method invocations with arguments and return values, file system read/write operations, network requests, crypto operations, and class loading events. For authorized testing of applications with complex business logic, banking apps, healthcare apps, enterprise applications, RMS provides the runtime visibility that lets you observe behavior that no static analysis would reveal. Tool number 9, Diggy, Hidden Endpoint Discovery. Every APK contains JavaScript files, configuration files, and compiled code with strings in them. Diggy reads all of it and extracts every URL, API endpoint, and domain it finds. Developed by S0MD3V, the same developer behind Photon, Diggy is specifically built to find hidden and undocumented API endpoints embedded in Android application code. Developers hardcode API URLs, internal endpoints, staging environments, development servers, and test interfaces directly into the app binary. These endpoints aren't in any public documentation. They don't appear in traffic analysis because the code paths that call them might only trigger under specific conditions. Tool number 10, APKiD, App Fingerprinting and Packer Detection. Last tool, and one that most mobile pen testing guides never mention, which is exactly why it matters. APKiD identifies what tools were used to build an Android application: the compiler, the obfuscator, the packer, the protector. This sounds like a niche capability until you understand what it's telling you. When you're analyzing an authorized application and APKiD tells you it was compiled with a non-standard compiler, packed with a known commercial obfuscator, and shows signatures consistent with anti-tamper protection, that changes your analysis approach entirely. You know what you're dealing with before you spend time trying to reverse engineer it manually. More importantly, APKiD detects techniques associated with malware and suspicious applications. Applications that use runtime decryption of their DEX code, dynamic class loading, or packing techniques associated with known malicious tooling get flagged immediately. For security teams assessing apps submitted to an enterprise app store or evaluating third-party SDKs being integrated into an authorized application, this is a first-pass detection layer before deeper analysis begins. Like and subscribe for more. Drop a comment. Which of these 10 are you already using in your mobile testing workflow? See you in the next one.